Hi, I'm Tyler Silvy, education reporter at the Greeley Tribune. We're here at the Greeley-Weld County Airport. Let's go fly some planes. Since 1968, Ames Community College's aviation program has been putting students in the air and bringing them safely down to earth. Still, I'm not ashamed to admit that my entire drive to the airport was nerve-wracking. Thankfully, Ames has some aces on staff to make me feel at ease. Kind of. Meet certified flight instructor Alex Wernsman.
We do have a helicopter program. However, that is contracted out through an operator in Fort Collins. But so we're all fixed wing flight or airplane out here. So you get a degree. You can get 2 degrees, either a general aviation pilot or a professional pilot degree, and either of those take you through a series of trainings. But the majority of our graduates go out and find common jobs, which would be airlines or corporate or something of that nature. When students finish the degree program here, most commonly they'll leave with a commercial pilot certificate with airplane single engine and multi-engine ratings. So they're legal to go out and basically get trained up to go out and do a job that flies one of those kinds of airplanes. So most of our students graduate from the program somewhere around 300 flight hours, and that is kind of just a base point. From there, we do have a lot of graduates who apply for an instructor job here, which is a pretty common way to go to the next echelon of jobs, if you will. And then to get to an airline, ultimately, pilots need about 1,500 flight hours. However, we do hold a letter of authorization from the FAA so that we can basically get our graduates into an airline job at 1,250 hours and a reduced cross-country experience, which is harder to get than just flight hours.
So that's what the program does. What am I going to do? I don't have to fly a plane, do I?
And he'll probably have you spend some time on the controls. So you'll get a chance to fly the airplane and kind of see what it looks like on your first training flight. He'll probably keep it right side up.
Probably? I just told you before this that I was nervous in big planes, all right?
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's pretty comparable to what we call an introductory flight. So it's somebody who's interested in aviation and wants to come into the program can schedule what we call an introductory flight. And so you come in and basically you kind of get to see what the operation looks like. You get some exposure to, kind of what little airplanes are. You'll get a safety brief. You'll start up, go out, fly for about 20 or so minutes, get some time on the controls, come back and land. It's pretty sweet.
As if I wasn't nervous enough, now I was expected to sign my life away. I believe the politically correct term is a waiver. Parental permission unnecessary. I did call my mom this morning, and I guess I forgot to tell her this was happening, and so she's in panic mode. All right, I've signed my life away.
And you need to do the same thing.
Now that I knew I would be flying, it was time to check out the flying device. Good news, it's got wings.
Yep, and they undergo a lot of maintenance.
You don't have to, well, unlike my car, which is late on an oil change right now. So.
Yep, no, we're not late on oil changes.
That's good. The Skyhawk.
Skyhawk, yeah, that's what they call it.
Or that's the name of it. You don't name planes like boats then, right?
No, they have numbers.
Do you even give it a nickname?
Sometimes.
Like the students, they call this one Old Blue?
I don't know. What did Todd decide this one was called?
Unicorn?
Oh yeah, unicorn. Because it's
unicorn.
Well, yeah, because we use the
the phonetic alphabet.
Which makes this 5-6 uniform.
It's got other things too. We walked around the plane to give it a full once-over before taking to the air. We've primed the plane. We'll have to start the plane. You start it just like a car. You have keys.
More or less, yeah. Yep.
And you've already done all the safety checks. We don't just get in and go crazy.
Correct, yeah. Unlike a car, you've got to make sure that, fuel tanks are topped off, or you got enough fuel for what you're doing. The oil looks good. Nothing weird with the outside of the airplane itself.
Okay.
Want to make sure it's fit for flight before we get in. We call that the pre-flight check. Make sure everyone's clear of the prop. Clear prop!
Alright. Just got real. Engine works? Check. Headphones? Check. There's no turning back now.
Plane.
Are there slides to get out?
There are no slides, unfortunately. Nope.
All right.
No
and
exit signs.
we won't be flying over large bodies of water either.
No.
Okay.
It would be a weird day if we did.
All right. Hopefully not. Fingers
Yeah, that's
crossed.
right. That's right.
Well, now we're moving, heading toward the runway. What else can I say that's...
We'll be departing runway 35,
We will be departing runway 35,
climbing up to an altitude of 6,000 feet.
climbing up to an altitude of 6,000 feet. Here's the part I was worried about, the dying part, the part where the rubber does the opposite of meeting the road. And honestly, I was more nervous beforehand than I am right now.
Good.
It's very smooth.
Yeah.
All right, there was a little bump there. We are kind of, it seems like we're going back and forth, like right to left. Is that a thing?
Yeah, so that's my rudder control. So the plane naturally wants to pull and yaw the plane to the left. So I have to compensate by holding a little bit of right extra rudder to track us straight. And then just because of turbulence and wind shift and stuff, the plane will kind of like a boat on a lake, you know, kind of bounce
And
back
it
and
wants
forth.
to pull left because of the rotation of the propeller?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
After a little instruction, I got to take control of the plane. We flew over the University of Northern Colorado, Island Grove Regional Park, and the esteemed Greeley Tribune.
Miles to the north.
Tribune. Hi guys, enjoy your cubicles. For a while there, my fear level went from a 10 to non-existent. That is, until it came time to land. Still, an exhilarating trip in the smallest plane I've ever been in. My fears are gone. I want to fly planes. But first, I've got to give thanks. It was breathtaking, really. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Did good.
I feel like I gotta give you a hug here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks
Keeping us safe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
After surviving my flight, it was back to the Ames campus in Greeley to try my hand at air traffic control before testing out the school's state-of-the-art flight simulator. After all, you can't fly a plane until you practice. Wait, why do I feel like I'm doing this backward? Air traffic control instructor Larry Stephen is here to walk me through it. He works with Ames students after decades as an air traffic controller himself. After we met, Larry dove straight into the numbers.
Each of these aircraft is at 4 miles either side of center line. Which means we can't see them on radar to cross 17 miles west. Let's just...
Larry said things would be easy, but after a crash course, I put that theory to the test. I doubt it when he says easy. I don't think our definitions of easy are the same thing. Do you feel like there should be a "you are here" arrow? Am I here at all? I'm probably not. Before I knew it, I was directing planes with only a little bit of help. Oh, you're looking at this.
Yeah, flight 1230. The middle line shows me his altitude information. He's climbing to 10,000 feet, and he's out of 1,600, just updated to 2,000 feet. And this is a Canadian aircraft. That's what their call signs will look like.
We let them
That's how
come
they
here?
show. Well, you bet. We like them. We let them come
You
in all the
betcha.
time.
Eh? Although I was far from mastering the craft, just sitting at a simulator gave me an appreciation for air traffic controllers. Sure, it would not have gone the same way. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was a blast. After trying my hand at air traffic controlling, it was on to Ames's state-of-the-art flight simulator. Think of it as a video game on steroids that costs a lot more and has its own building. We made our way to the simulator, the bridge went up, and we were ready to take off from Aspen, Colorado.
All right, we're going to advance the power.
Okay.
Just try and keep it straight down the runway.
I'm trying.
Push right on the rudder pedal. I'll tell you when to pull back on the yoke.
Oh, God.
Push right,
I'm pushing.
What kind of airline pilot are you? Oh my
A
God.
bad one.
Keep pushing right. Push right. Okay, pull back.
After I finally gained control of the plane, turbulence struck. Shouldn't I warn our passengers that they're all gonna die? Ladies and gentlemen, we may be hitting a small patch of turbulence. Nothing to be alarmed by. Just make sure you're in your seats with your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and locked position. Do not make eye contact with the pilot. I'm right here. This is what I don't like about planes, and we're turning too fast. All right, I feel like we're in a death spiral, are we? Or we're going too far up. You know, I was joking about like crashing us and stuff, but I'm actually like scared to crash. This is how like kind of realistic it seems, you know? A little more flying, and it was time to land. We set the landing for Denver International Airport.
Light flow. Light
And
flow.
is there a break?
Light flow. Light flow. Light flow. Light flow. Light flow. Light flow.
Am I gonna overshoot?
Nope.
Light flow.
Keep coming down.
Light flow. Light
Power's
flow.
going down.
Can I pull up now?
Pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, we have arrived! Oh my God!
After a day of aviation training at Ames Community College, I can't reasonably say I'm ready for my wings. But I can say I have considerably less fear of flying. I reckon we'll call that a success, and I'll call it a day. For the Tribune, I'm Tyler Silvy.